Hi everyone, trust you are doing good. In today's video I'm going to be teaching us on how to draw a cylindrical pipe. We have a question that we are going to be using to do that here. The question says we should construct a hollow cylindrical pipe facing up with the following specification. So when you hear hollow, it means that there is a hole. It is going to be open at the top. So it's a hollow cylindrical pipe. It's not a closed one. If it's a closed one, it's a different thing. So while we are doing the construction, I'm going to let us know that. Now this is the specification given to us. We have the radius of the pipe to be 25 mm, the height 80 mm, and the thickness to be 6 mm. Because it is hollow, that is why we are going to be having this thickness. So you will see that now. So to do that, we are going to be drawing isometric circle. Looking at the pipe, if standing erect facing up, we are going to be seeing the top of the pipe as an ellipse, so in form of isometric circle. So I'm going to start straight away now. I will draw isometric circle for both the top and the bottom. So I will start with the bottom part now. So let's draw this baseline this way. Okay, start with a thin line. So I will draw isometric square first of all. So I'm using this this line, this baseline must be in alignment with this side of my set square, as you can see here. Okay, then from here produce a vertical line like that. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to from here draw a 30-degree, that's isometric axis. You have this way, then at this other side draw the same with 30-degree. I'm using the 30-degree side now. Okay, so if you don't know how to draw isometric circle, you can take a look at my previous video. I've done that before, so I'm still going to do that here anyway. So we are given the radius to be 25, so that will mean that the diameter will be 50. So I will stretch my compass to 50, which is 5 this way. Let me just ensure the okay. So I will place here, strike this arc this way. Okay, strike this arc, okay. Then from here, from this side, strike this arc. Okay, then from this other side, strike this arc. So you see where the arc intersects. So I'm going to, from that place now, connect this this way. Connect this way. So let me identify each of the points here. So if I call this A, then I call this side B, this side as C, and this side as D. Then I will draw the longest diagonal, that is BD. Draw that this way. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do, pick the radius now, half of the diameter, which is 25 this way, 25. Okay, then place at point B here, have this side. Okay, take note of that point here. Then at point D have this. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do, I will join. Okay, if we give this side now, this point here, let's give this side as E. Okay, then this side here, let's call this side F. Okay, Then I will join CE. I will join CE with a thin line this way. Okay, then join AF with a thin line as well this way. Now take note where CE, line CE touches the longest diagonal, so we can identify that part as well. So let's give this side, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, let's call this side G. Let's call this side G. Now where this AF touches the longest diagonal, let's call this side H. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now from G, stretch your compass to E, that is GE. Okay, I'm going to be drawing this until it touches this part here. Until it touches, I will highlight that later. So take note where it touches BC. Okay, I'll do the same here as well. This BF, okay, HF rather, which is also equal to that. I don't need to adjust the compass again, they have to be equal. So if your construction is correct, so you can take note, see where it touches this line AD. So at this point here, so I'll take note of that point now. Then the next thing, place on this point H. Don't forget we are constructing cylindrical pipe, but we are starting off with the isometric circle, the base. That's what I'm doing now. Then from here, so this point here, so you see this point here. Okay, then the same compass length on F, I mean on C. So to this part now, which is going to be producing this. Okay, so we've been able to draw the isometric circle. So the whole of this part, let me show us now, the whole of this part now represent the base of the pipe. So I'm going to highlight this now. I will highlight this side as the base now. So let me quickly do that. So I want to highlight that now, place it here. So you use your pencil. Okay, I'm using this pen marker to make it more visible when we are viewing from our video. Okay, so we can just half of this. Okay, that's just what I'm going to do instead of extending it to this side. So just place some pencil this way. Okay, so you have that. Then I will do for this side as well, this to this part here, like this. Okay, then I'll place here. Okay, the way we did for this side, I will stretch my compass, okay, to this part here. To this part. Okay, so we have this as the base, which is going to be the base of the cylindrical pipe. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now, we are told from the question given to us that the radius is this, which we have taken note of that. The height, now we want to input the height now. So I'm going to, from this part now, produce a perpendicular line up, just extend it to, now make sure it is in alignment with this side now. Okay, all right, so I will produce a line up this way, then come to this other part as well. Produce a line up that way, and we are told that the height is 80. The height is 80. So all I just need to do, pick 80. This is 80. Okay, then place here, so here and here. Okay, oh, let me make that visible. Okay, here at this point now. Okay, which I did the same thing for this side. Okay, so I will just connect them together, connect these 2 points together this way. Okay, So we have that now. So now let me, this point now, you can see this point where I'm touching. Okay, I want to identify these 2 points. So if I call this side, we have A B C D E F G H. So if I give this side I, then this point I say is J. Okay, now what I'm just going to be doing now, this base I'm having here, this base I'm going to transfer to this top here, what we have here now. So what I'm going to do here now is this. Okay, if I say this side, the middle point here is O. Okay, now what I'm going to do now, I will say pick OC, this OC, this OC now. Okay, I'm going to play. Okay, let me check that again. OC. Okay, I'm going to place that here now. Strike this arc both up and down. Okay, then which is the same thing as OA. That's why I'm striking it up and down. OC is the same thing as OA. Let me see very well. Okay, it has shifted. So this OC, same thing as OA there. So I'm going to call this side this point now. So let's give this side small a, and this is small c, this is small o. So this part as well, this one, so we'll give this as small I, and this side as small j for this side. Okay, I hope you can see that I want to transfer what I have here. I want to transfer it up here. That's why I'm labeling them like that for easy identification. Okay, so the next thing I would do, I need to produce this from this point. You can see this G and H. I'll produce a vertical line up there. So quickly do that now. This way, then move to G. Produce a vertical line up that way, so you can see where it touches this part now. Okay, we'll take note of that point now. So this G now, so let's call this small side small G. Okay, so let's call this side small h. I hope you can see that now. So this G, this small G, this small h. Okay, I've been able to represent each of that part now. You can see that from this base, a line is drawn from C passing through this G. Okay, passing through this G. I'm going to draw the same thing now. So from this small C now, we draw a line passing through this small G. Okay, the same way. This way. I hope you can see that. So I will do the same thing for this side now, this base. I hope you can see that from this A now, a line is drawn passing through this H. Okay, so I'm going to draw that now from this side. I'll draw a line passing through this H this way. I hope you can see that. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now, from this G now, okay, you can see we to I. Okay, we have this to this E now. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here. Place on this I. Okay, this now, this I now. Okay, I'm going to draw this arc, so I can just produce this arc. Make sure it's on I. Okay, so just produce this arc, then I'll produce this until it touches this line. Okay, then I'll do the same thing for this other side as well. Okay, this now until it touches this part. It goes like this. Okay, so you have that part that way. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to place needle on this point A. I hope you can see this. I'll needle on this point A. Okay, stretch to this part here, stretch to this part now, then which is going to be meeting that now, this other part here. Okay, so like this. Okay, I hope we see that, which produces that top. Then at point C now, at point C, okay, this point. Now we have this for this. I'm going to have for this part. Okay, we have for this parts like this. Okay, so which is going to give us the top. So let me highlight this now. So at this point now, from here, we have this. So from this other part, okay, so from here, from this point A now, stretch the compass now to this point here. Okay, this point now. To this part to produce this. Okay, so I will draw for this other side. Place on point C now. This means since they are both equal, so we should produce this way. So now the next thing I will do, I will draw this. This way, then draw for this other side this way. So this is the pipe. So what remains now is for us to put the thickness to make it hollow. So if it has been a closed pipe, if the question require a closed pipe, so we can just leave it like this, but the question says we should draw a hollow pipe, that is to show the hole inside. That is why we are giving this thickness. I made mention of that earlier on. So what we are going to do now, the thickness is 6, so that will be 0.6 centimeters. So from here now, I will take 0.6, so this part here, so let's call that 1, thickness 1. Okay, then for this other side as well, 0.6, so this 0.6, so let's make that thickness 2. Okay, so from here now, from this C, I will draw a line passing through this point 1 this way, like that. Then from this side as well, draw a line passing through this point 2. Okay, so all we just need to do now is this. So I will take G1. Okay, this G1, I'll just produce this like this. Okay, then do the same thing for this other side as well. So since they are both equal, so produce this. I hope you can see that now. Then from point A, do the same thing like we did that the other time. Sorry. Okay, so this is the point. I will highlight that now. Then from this part now, draw for for this side. So I hope you can see that. So all I just need to do now is to highlight it, and we are done with it. So I will just highlight it now. So from this point now, extend to this part first to have this. Okay, then come to this other part. You have this. Okay, that way. Then we place at this point A now, stretch to this point. Okay, to have this. I hope you can see that. Then from this part now, with this, this will produce this. I hope we are able to get this now. So if you take a look at it from this top now, you will see this is the hole with the thickness that is in it. Okay, I believe with constant practice you'll be able to do this. It's very simple. Just follow the procedure that I will use. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever I drop a video. Thank you very much for staying tuned. God bless you.